As an attorney, I get a lot of questions. Probably the most prominent questions I get are related to business formation, sole proprietorships, corps, LLCs, and so forth. This is the first in our series related to those types of entities. More specifically, what is a sole proprietorship? Let's go! Hey guys, thanks for visiting the channel today. As I said in the opening, we are going to talk about sole proprietorships today. Specifically, what is a sole proprietorship? Now, as a longtime attorney, I'm used to talking to all sorts of people that watch too much television, too many legal shows, too many jailhouse lawyers, whatever. This is an area that is extremely important to all businesses, and we will talk about it in the next few videos, and that is business formation choices and the importance of getting it done early. This whole area is like the old Midas commercial. Pay me now, pay me later. Make the choice. I would much rather you pay me or any of your other professional advisors to get set up correctly. And the foundational piece of that is your entity selection. At the end of the day, we start with the definition of a sole proprietorship. Investopedia's definition, and I will paraphrase here, so I'm not reading off a prompter or anything else, but it's a single business with one owner that is unincorporated, obviously, and they're going to end up paying personal tax on their profits and on their activities. There are 30 to 40 million small businesses in the United States. The estimate is 50 to 70% of those businesses are sole proprietorships. Are there reasons for this? Are they good? Are they bad? We're going to investigate that specifically in the next video with pros and cons. But today, as we look at the concept in general, the main reason that it is used so often is it's the default. People don't know any better. They don't check things out. They don't go talk to an advisor. They don't go talk to an attorney. And the IRS, if you have not already made some sort of designation, is just going to do the default and put you as a sole proprietor. As you guys probably can guess, default is not normally a great reason to do something. Anything in life, anything in business, whatever the reason. We want to make sure that we are looking at the reasons, these choices, these foundational issues that come up that obviously millions of people do not pay enough attention to, and that's why they just turn into a sole proprietor. One of the things that most people don't realize is it's just you. It's a single person. There's not really a difference between Tim Smith, the human, and Smith Landscaping. Sounds nice, sounds easy. As we're going to see specifically in the next video, that is going to be a big problem. It's limiting in a lot of different ways. The just you has some positives. It's just you. I don't have to deal with other people, partners, whatever else. But obviously that comes with some walls that we've got to get through at some point. One of the other nice parts about it is setup is really easy. I don't have to file anything. I don't have to get an entity, pay those fees and whatever. Obviously this can vary depending on the state, locale that you're in, but you normally only have to do 2-3 things. Most of the time it's pick a name, get a bank account, do some business. You might have to get some permits, licenses, depending upon what you do and again, your location, but that's it. You literally can be up and running and be a business in the matter of an hour, depending on circumstance. Back to what we said before, default is not normally a really good reason to do something. Easy is not normally a really good reason to do something. But obviously, millions and millions of people do it. The purpose of today's video is to set these parameters, to give you that definition, because I've had this conversation with hundreds or thousands of people over time, and most don't truly have an idea when they say, oh, I'm a sole proprietorship, and I find out they filed an LLC 3 years ago. Or they think they're an LLC or a corp, and they never filed anything, and they've been a sole proprietor for a long time. You would be stunned, quite honestly, at the size of some businesses that I have run into over time. They could have hundreds of employees. They could be doing millions of dollars of revenue, and they are still a sole proprietor because that's how they started. They had some success, and they never paid attention, or it really never came up. They never had an advisor that specifically brought it up. As we will discuss later, there's reasons maybe to do it, but reasons not to do it in a big way. If you guys got value out of the video today, please hit the like, subscribe button, and that bell thingy that I don't even really understand yet to be able to get notifications on our next videos. The purpose of today's video was to give you that definition of a sole proprietorship. As we're going to talk about in the next video and down the line, in my opinion, this whole thing... What? Do you want an appearance in the video? That is nice. Tied into the setup many times is getting a business name. Now, you have heard this called various things. Getting a business name, DBA name, meaning doing business as. In some states, it's a fictitious name. Then you get into trade names and whatever else. We're going to talk about that stuff down the line, but everybody has a name for the most part they go by, whether it's their marketing under Tim Smith, their name, or Tim's House of Flowers. That is a really big deal, and most people do not handle that well, but it is something that you're normally going to need to have as a foundational piece. How you protect that is up to you, obviously, but we'll look at those different choices down the line. As we're going to talk about in the next video, sole proprietorships are extremely dangerous for lots of reasons that we are going to cover. While I understand why literally millions of people have done this because it's easy and so forth, you're going to see in future conversations that we have together, it's more problematic than it's worth. And I want to make sure you're protected down the line, no matter if we stay small, get big, get bigger, one way or the other. Thanks for joining me, and make sure you check out these other videos. Peace!